प्राइम एशिया टीवी देख रहे सारे ही दर्शकों का स्वागत। प्रोग्राम प्राइम इलैक्शन दे विच प्राइम इलैक्शन दे विच असीं कैनेडा के ਵੱਖ-ਵੱਖ शहरों के ਵੱਖ-ਵੱਖ सूबਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ हो रही इलैक्शन ने स्थानक चोणां म्यूनसिपल चोणां उन्हां नूं कवर कर रहे हैं। तो अज असीं गल कर रहे हैं ब्रैम्पटन म्यूनसिपल चोणां दी, जिस वास्ते मेयर की चोण होनी है, सिटी कौंसलर की चोण होनी है, रीजनल कौंसलर चुने जाने ने, उस तो इलावा स्कूल ट्रस्टी चुने जाने ने। ਇਹਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਵੱਖ-ਵੱਖ ਵਾਰਡਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਡਿਬੇਟ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਆਯੋਜਿਤ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਟੂਡੀਓ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਟੋਰਾਂਟੋ ਸਟੂਡੀਓ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਅੱਜ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਵਾਰਡ 1 ਅਤੇ 5 ਤੋਂ ਰੀਜਨਲ ਕੌਂਸਲਰ ਦੀ ਚੋਣ ਲੜ ਰਹੇ ਪੌਲ ਵਿਸੈਂਟੇ ਤੇ ਚਾਰਲਸ ਮੌਫਿਟ ਮੌਜੂਦ ਨੇ। ਵੈਲਕਮ ਟੂ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਏਸ਼ੀਆ।
Thank you.
Paul and Charles.
Thank you for having us here with you.
ਜੀ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸ ਦਵਾਂ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਹਰੇਕ ਵਾਰਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਰੇਕ ਉਮੀਦਵਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਸੱਦਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਉਣ ਤੇ ਇਸ ਡਿਬੇਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਿੱਸਾ ਲੈਣ, ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਸਾਡੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਕਾਂ ਤੱਕ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਸਕੇ, ਲੋਕਾਂ ਤੱਕ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਸਕੇ, ਵੋਟਰਾਂ ਤੱਕ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਸਕੇ। ਪਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਤੱਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਸਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਮ ਮੈਂ ਲੈਣੇ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਸਮਝਦਾ। ਰਾਜਵੀਰ ਕੌਰ, ਕੈਰਮਨ ਮੈਕਲੈਂਡ, ਹਰਨੇਕ ਰਾਏ ਤੇ ਮੈਰੀਓ ਰੂਸੋ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਸੱਦਾ ਭੇਜਿਆ ਗਿਆ ਪਰ ਉਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਹੁੰਚੇ। ਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੋਨਾਂ ਮਹਿਮਾਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਮੌਜੂਦ ਨੇ ਸੰਜੀਵ ਧਵਨ ਜੀ, ਜੋ ਕਿ ਚਲੰਤ ਮਾਮਲਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਮਾਹਿਰ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਸਕੂਲ ਰਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਮਾਫ ਕਰਨਾ 2 ਸਕੂਲ ਰਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਪ੍ਰਿੰਸੀਪਲ ਤੇ CEO ਨੇ FBI ਸਕੂਲ ਦੇ। ਤੇ ਉਹ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨਗੇ, ਮੈਂ ਉਸ ਦਾ ਤਰਜਮਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੱਕ ਪਹੁੰਚਾਵਾਂਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਸਾਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੱਕ ਸਪਸ਼ਟ ਰੂਪ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਸਕੇ। ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ ਸਮਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝ ਸਕਣ। ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਹੁਣ ਮਾਈਕ ਦੇ ਰਿਹਾ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਾਥੀ ਸੰਜੀਵ ਧਵਨ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ।
Thank you very much, Avneet, and Paul and Charles. Thank you very much for coming to Prime Asia Television. We are very honored to have you here, and it's very important that some of the candidates, they have not joined this discussion. We want that everyone should be given equal opportunity, and they should be in a position to present their views to the audience so that audience can make well-informed choices. So we will start the discussion with the first simple question. Please introduce yourself and also tell us why you chose to be part of this tough election campaign. I'll start with Paul.
Thank you very much, Sanjeev. My name is Paul Vicente, and I am running to be the regional councillor in wards 1 and 5. I have been a resident of Brampton for most of my life, and I live here with my wife and my 3 children. I've decided to run for office because I believe that we can find a better way forward. We have had many years of council where they are not working well together, and this simply has to change. I have a professional background in marketing and economic development. I have worked with some of Canada's largest real estate and office managers like Cadillac Fairview and Ivanhoe Cambridge. I have been the founder of Brampton Focus, a grassroots organization which works here in Brampton to inform the residents. I'm the founder of Stand Up for Brampton. I have been the treasurer of Caribram, and through these professional opportunities, I have learned that it takes a team to move an organization forward. That is part of the reason why I have decided to run. We need a team at City Council that is willing to work together. We need a team that will not allow its differences of opinion to be differences that prevent them from working together. So I look forward to this discussion with you today, and I look forward to receiving your vote on Election Day, October 22nd.
Charles.
Yes, thank you for having us to this discussion. My name is Charles Moffat. I'm new to municipal office, a 20-year resident. I'm a business owner in my 15th year. The reason that I'm running in Regional Council Wards 1 and 5 is I want to protect the taxpayers from the huge tax, increases every year. The city needs to balance the books in order to not pass on, the deficit money that goes on to the tax base. Once again, I'm new, a little bit nervous, but thank you for having us.
Well, my first question comes from the statement by the mayor itself, that one of the major achievement of her tenure was to bring in university to Brampton.
Yes.
Now the question is, many people are raising this question whether the place or the size, location, is it the right choice? What are your opinion? Do you think that it's a great achievement by the mayor, or do you think that something more is required? I'll give the opportunity to Charles first.
Okay. Well, it's my opinion. It's great news that Brampton has finally gotten a university. But in my opinion, I think the area is a little bit small. There's not a lot of room for expansion. It would have been nicer to pick a larger acreage area so that when expansion does come, the opportunity is there to try and keep it all into one large area. That's my opinion.
जिस तरह चार्ल्स ने कहा कि जिवें रायटसन यूनिवर्सिटी ऊपर काफ़ी चर्चा हो रही है जो मौजूदा मेयर लिंडा जैफरी उन्होंने वालों ये प्रचार किया जा रहा है कि उन्होंने एक वड्डी प्राप्ति है पर उसनों किस तरह देखा जा रहा है चार्ल्स का कहना कि रायटसन यूनिवर्सिटी आना कोई माड़ी गल नहीं पर उसका जो एरिया बहुत ही छोटा है वो इन्ने छोटे एरिया दे विच यूनिवर्सिटी किवें काम करेगी किवें रन करेगी वो एक चिंता का विषय जां एक सवाल उस उपर खड़ा कर रहे हैं हुण असीं जाऊँगे पॉल विसेंटे कोल कि वो इहदे उपर की कहंदे आ Paul.
So, Paul.
Thank you. This is a very important question right now. Ryerson University has made a historic announcement to expand their operations in Brampton. I had the unique opportunity this April to sit down together with the president of Ryerson alongside with my ward mate, the person who I am running with in wards 1 and 5, Rowena Santos, who is running to be the city councillor. Rowena Santos and I sat down with President Lashemi from Ryerson University. And the vision that he has for Ryerson University in the city of Brampton is nothing short of breathtaking. I would ask the residents of this city to consider what Ryerson is like in downtown Toronto. Ryerson University started from one building, and they now are a cluster of buildings across the entire downtown core. That is their vision for Brampton. They have 45,000 students now in Toronto, and they have no more room to grow. And so Lashemi's vision is to expand Ryerson University into Brampton. They want to start with one building. They want to begin with this first location right on the GO station because transit is more important to Ryerson than space and acreage. They don't want hundreds of acres of space. What they want is accessibility. And so accessibility and transit and location is key to Ryerson's vision. Ryerson's University, as they begin to grow, they will continue to expand and integrate within downtown Brampton. You are just hearing about the first building and the first group of students, approximately 2,000. But over the next 20, 30 years, Ryerson will integrate and grow within downtown Brampton, and it will be a major campus with a significant presence in our city, and the economic opportunities that Ryerson University is going to bring to our city cannot be overstated. It is a major good news story for our city.
जिस तरह लिंडा जैफरी कह रहे हैं कि वड्डी प्राप्ति है जे पॉल विसेंटे की गल की जाए उन्होंने आख्या कि ये जिस तरह उन्होंने मीटिंग हुई रायरसन यूनिवर्सिटी के चीफ के नाल उन्होंने उस तो बाद का जो उन्हों का नज़रिया है जो भविख दी योजनावां वो दसियां ने कि रायरसन यूनिवर्सिटी को सिर्फ इस वक्त ये ना देखा जाए कि एक इमारत के नाल जां थोड़ी जगह दे विच शुरू हो रही है भविख दी योजनावां उसनूं काफ़ी होर इलाकों दे विच फैलाउण तक ने ते उत्थे रायरसन यूनिवर्सिटी खोलण दा मकसद जिहड़ा कि उत्थे लोकां दी पहुंच छेती हो सके सौखी हो सके गो स्टेशन के कोल होने कारण वो इस दे हक दे विच भुगतदे हुए नजर आ रहे हैं.
Paul, my question follows what you have said about Ryerson University, and it is about whatever decisions were taken by the City Council of the Brampton for the last couple of years related to the transit development. Do you think city took right decisions or they lacked something?
Rowena Santos and I have been knocking on doors for the past 4 months, and we've also been listening to people in the city for the past 4 years. The people of this city want Brampton to move forward. And the decision in 2015 to not accept the proposed LRT to come through Brampton and into our downtown and connect the GO station with Mississauga and Port Credit was a huge, huge miss for our city. We need transit connectivity. Our residents need to have the connectivity regionally, not just to Toronto, but to Peel and to Mississauga, to where the jobs are. We are a city that is a sleeping city, And most of the jobs, most of the people that work in Brampton travel north-south. And so for council to not take a fully funded, never happens that the province of Ontario is willing to fully fund a transit project like this, was a huge mistake. And I believe that we should reconsider that decision in the next term of council.
LRT ਦੇ ਮੁੱਦੇ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ ਕਾਫੀ ਬਹਿਸ ਛਿੜੀ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਚੋਣਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿ LRT ਨਾ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਉਣਾ ਉਹ ਕਿਹਦਾ ਫੇਲੀਅਰ ਲਿਆ ਉਹ ਜੋ ਮੌਜੂਦਾ ਕੌਂਸਲ ਸੀ ਇਸ ਦਾ ਫੇਲੀਅਰ ਹੈ ਹੁਣ ਪੌਲ ਵਿਸੈਂਟੇ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਕਿ ਜੇ ਉਹ ਚੁਣੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਕੌਂਸਲ ਨਵੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਇਸ ਮੁੱਦੇ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਗੰਭੀਰਤਾ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਵੇਗਾ ਹੁਣ ਵਕਤ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਇੱਕ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਦਾ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ब्रेक तो बाद आप सब का स्वागत है तो साडी गलबात हो रही है प्राइम इलैक्शन दे विच वार्ड 1 ਅਤੇ 5 ਤੋਂ रीजनल काउंसलर ਦੀ ਚੋਣ ਲੜ ਰਹੇ ਪੌਲ ਵਿਸੈਂਟੇ ਤੇ ਚਾਰਲਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੇ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਦਾ ਸਿਲਸਿਲਾ ਸੀ ਜਾਰੀ ਰੱਖਦੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਮਾਈਕ ਦਊਂਗਾ ਸੰਜੀਵ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਅਗਲਾ ਸਵਾਲ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਮਹਿਮਾਨਾਂ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਪੁੱਛਣ
Charles, you have still the opportunity to respond to the question.
Okay. The city has spent already $4 million studying this LRT transit system. The city council needs to resolve it and implement in action the LRT. Enough spending the taxpayers' money, researching these type of things. So
it's true, and I would just add to what Charles has stated is that the city of Brampton has been a partner with Mississauga in studying all of the alternative routes for the LRT in Brampton. They studied Main Street, they studied Kennedy Road, they studied McLaughlin, they studied creek routes, they studied all the different alternatives. The Huron-Ontario Street, Main Street route was the one that made the most sense. It's where the ridership is, and it is the one that the province was willing to fund above all of the other ones, right? Because the other ones will cost the city and will cost taxpayers more. So Main Street LRT, not voting for that, after you went through all of the time and all of the spending, as Charles has mentioned, the money spent, the investment, to then have the province say, we're willing to fully fund it, and then to say no, was a huge error. And I know from talking to residents throughout the city in wards 1 and 5 that they believe that it was a huge mistake.
Now my next question start with Charles. My question is that Bramptonians, they are deeply concerned about the safety, security, and increasing violence, increasing incidents of shootings and all that stuff. If you become a regional councillor, how you will do things differently rather than the present council?
Well, it seems to me that many people think that more policing will solve the problem. My belief is that we have to help the troubled youth. We have to offer them, jobs or schooling, give them something to look forward to. If they're involved in criminal activity, they need a way out. The youth need some programs, they need, some support, and we need to help the youth to help them get out of bad situations. That's my feeling.
How will Paul respond to that?
I concur with the youth aspect. We do need to support our youth so that they avoid the pitfalls of turning into crime. But we have a problem now. We have problems today. And one of the things that is aggravating the issue here in the city of Brampton is that we do not have enough police officers. We have less officers per capita than most other large cities here in the city of Brampton. And so more police is part of it, but also community policing. We need to have officers that are embedded within the different communities of the city so that they get to know the people who live there, so that they understand what the neighborhoods are like. And so when they see something that is amiss, something that it doesn't belong, they can identify it, monitor it, and keep our communities safer. I had the unique opportunity years ago to create an organization called Neighborhood Watch Brampton. Neighborhood Watch Brampton was sorely needed in this city after our councillors took away the funding for Brampton Safe City, which was an organization that used to administer Neighborhood Watch in our city. So myself and other colleagues, including Rowena Santos, we created a new Neighborhood Watch program in this city to help residents to keep their neighborhoods safe, to watch one another, to help one another, to monitor their neighborhoods, and to make sure that when you see something that doesn't belong, you report to police and you help them to apprehend these criminals. We have gangs operating in Brampton right now, and the only way that we're going to be able to cope with this problem is to have more people working together with more police to make sure that we have the safest city that we can possibly have.
Yes.
So again, a question follows from what you gentlemen have said. If we have to have more police, I know that you said that that's not the only solution, but we still need to have more police. That means we need more resources. That means we need more money.
Absolutely.
And that means more taxes. And the Bramptonians are already hard-pressed with the soaring taxes, and it's very difficult to buy a house now in Brampton, especially we don't have so much employment in this. So how will you control the taxes, and along with that you will make budget for more police officers?
So that's an excellent question, and the answer lies within the question that you have indicated, and that is that the city of Brampton is a sleeping city. More than 65% of the residents that are working and living here, they need to leave the city every day to go work elsewhere. That means that our roads are congested. It means that we are spending more time commuting. And what it also means is that because the companies are not in Brampton, it means that the cost of paying for the city falls upon you, the residential taxpayer. If we had more companies in Brampton, it would mean that they are paying taxes as well. If we had more businesses in Brampton, it would mean that you would have the option of working close to home. If we had more businesses in Brampton, there would be more opportunities for youth and for everyone to share in the prosperity of this city. And so our priority, my priority and Rowena's priority, if we are elected, is to ensure that going forward, every decision that we make, must be made looking through the lens of, does this bring more jobs to the city of Brampton? Because unless we start building more jobs and not building so many houses, your taxes will continue to skyrocket. We will not be able to afford the police and the services that we need to have a prosperous and beautiful city. But it's important for folks at home to realize that the city of Brampton doesn't run deficits. When we don't have the money to pay for the services and for all the costs of running the city, we raise your taxes. We cannot run deficits every year, so it's important, yes, to mind our costs, but it's also important going forward to increase our revenues. And the only way that we can do that is by rebalancing the city.
Yeah.
I'm not asking what you will do for the city. I'm going to ask you a very pointed question, and that is, where did the past council failed that they couldn't bring in a lot of business and we are just having homes in the city? Where did they fail? That's my pointed question to both of you.
Charles, you want to go first?
You can go first.
Okay. I would propose that for the past 30 years, Brampton's greatest export has been workers. We have had a city that focuses on doing what is easy. Building subdivisions and selling homes is very easy. Attracting businesses and asking them to set their roots in Brampton is much more difficult and requires more effort. And so for many years we were happy to send our workers to places like Mississauga, to send them to Toronto, to send them to Oakville and other cities around us. But now the result is that we have a city that is congested and plagued by gridlock. And so if we want to move Brampton forward, we need a council that will work together and bring the jobs here.
Charles.
Okay. To me, I don't think the city marketed itself you know, to the business community. You know, they need to market themselves and offer incentives for businesses to come to Brampton. And I don't think it was ever marketed. The city was more interested in the property tax base instead of being aggressive to attract business.
Thanks, Paul. Thanks,
Thank
Charles.
you. Thank you.
ਆਖਰੀ ਸਵਾਲ ਦੇ ਜਵਾਬ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੇ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਆਏਗਾ ਤੇ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਦੀ ਸਥਿਤੀ ਸੁਧਰ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਬਾਕੀ ਜਿੰਨੀਆਂ ਵੀ ਲੋੜਾਂ ਨੇ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਪੂਰਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾ ਸਕਦਾ। ਵਾਰਡ 1 ਅਤੇ 5 ਤੋਂ ਰੀਜਨਲ ਕਾਉਂਸਲਰ ਦੀ ਚੋਣ ਲੜ ਰਹੇ ਚਾਰਲਸ ਤੇ ਪੌਲ ਦੋਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ। ਸੰਜੀਵ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਜੋ ਸਵਾਲ ਪੁੱਛੇ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਜਵਾਬ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਦਿੱਤੇ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਜਵਾਬਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਸਹਿਮਤ ਹੋ ਇਹ ਫੈਸਲਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਰਨਾ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਏਸ਼ੀਆ ਟੀਵੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਉਮੀਦਵਾਰ ਦੇ ਹੱਕ ਵਿੱਚ ਭੁਗਤਣ ਜਾਂ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਵਿਰੋਧ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾਣ ਲਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ। ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਮੇਵਾਰੀ ਨਿਭਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੱਕ ਉਮੀਦਵਾਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਉਣਾ। ਫੈਸਲਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਹੱਥ। ਸਾਡੀ ਸਿਰਫ ਇੱਕੋ ਗੁਜ਼ਾਰਿਸ਼, ਵੋਟ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਕਰਿਓ। ਵੋਟ ਕਰੋਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਹੀ ਨੁਮਾਇੰਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆ ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਅਗਵਾਈ ਕਰ ਸਕਣਗੇ ਕੌਂਸਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੇ ਫੈਸਲੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਹੱਕ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋ ਸਕਣਗੇ। ਫਿਰ ਹਾਜ਼ਰ ਹੋਵਾਂਗੇ ਕੁਝ ਹੋਰ ਮਹਿਮਾਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ। ਤਦ ਤੱਕ ਲਈ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਅਵਨੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਤੇਜਾ ਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਸੰਜੀਵ ਧਵਨ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਦਿਓ ਇਜਾਜ਼ਤ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਰਹੋ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਏਸ਼ੀਆ ਟੀਵੀ, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਆਪਣਾ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਲਈ।
UK ਸਮੇਤ ਪੂਰੇ ਯੂਰਪ ਚ ਵਸਦੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਬ੍ਰਿਟ ਏਸ਼ੀਆ ਟੀਵੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੁਣ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਏਸ਼ੀਆ ਟੀਵੀ ਦੇ ਵਰਲਡ ਫੇਮਸ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਸ਼ੋਜ਼ ਵੀ ਦੇਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਨੇ, ਜਿਵੇਂ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਡਿਸਕਸ਼ਨ, ਖਬਰ ਦੀ ਖਬਰ, ਜੱਜ ਦਾ ਵਿਚਾਰ, ਪ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਫੋਕਸ, ਪ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਵੂਮਨ, ਪ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਟਾਈਮ, ਪ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ, ਪ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਚਰਚਾ, ਪ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਨਿਊਜ਼ ਤੇ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਸ਼ੋਜ਼। ਸੋ 50 ਦੇ ਕਰੀਬ ਦੇਸ਼ਾਂ ਚ ਵਸਦੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਟੀਵੀ ਸੈਟਸ ਤੇ SkyTV ਚੈਨਲ 743, ਵਰਜਨ TV ਚੈਨਲ 840, FreeviewCH ਚੈਨਲ ਨੰਬਰ 264 ਤੇ ਬ੍ਰਿਟ ਏਸ਼ੀਆ ਟੀਵੀ ਹੈ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਏਸ਼ੀਆ ਟੀਵੀ ਹੈ ਉੱਥੇ।